Hello students, today we're going to be solving a quadratic equation by using factoring. In this equation we have x squared minus 4x minus 12. There are certain things that we can assume when we factor this. We can assume that we're going to have x and x in each factor. And we can also assume that we're going to have a negative and a positive. Because our negative 12, when I factor that, it has to be a negative positive, and my larger number has to be a negative. And so, in this case, we have our factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. And we have to have, our factors of 12 have to multiply to be equal negative 12, but add up to be negative 4. So in this case, we are going to use negative 6 and positive 2. Those are our factors. Now, we can set those factors equal to 0. And so one of these could be 0. So we've set up our problem. X minus 6 is equal to 0, and x plus 2 is equal to 0. This will give us our roots on for our equation. So we can take x minus 6, move our 6 to the other side, so x would equal 6, and in this case, x would equal negative 2. Those are my answers for x. If y is 0, x is 6. I can plot that on my graph. And if x is 0, if y is 0, x is also negative 2. So those are my roots on my graph. Next, we're going to talk about finding our vertex. Now, we could find our axis of symmetry by using b over 2a, negative b over 2a. We're going to do something different though. We're just going to take our two roots that we have, and we're going to add them together. And so we're going to take 6 plus a negative 2, which equals 4, and we're going to divide that in half. And that's going to give us 2. And so our axis of symmetry is going to be at positive 2. Now, if our axis of symmetry is at 2, if x is 2, what will our vertex be? Because all we have to do is take that 2 and plug it back into our original formula. So I can say that, plug this for 2 there, and then solve the problem. So we have 4 minus 8 and minus 12, and that gives us, if I take that, that gives us 4 minus 8 is negative 4, minus 12 would be negative 16. And so my vertex would be down here at negative 16, and my graph would look something like this.